This week we head down to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and join Michelle from Two Gals in the Boston Brood as she visits the Lakewood Campground and learns all about this popular destination from its beginning 60 years ago, right up to today. Also, Jeff Johnston shows us a great new hitch storing system that solves a lot of problems, including bruised shins. Then later, we'll check in with Mark and Dawn Polk from RV Education 101 and see what they have in store for us this week. All this and our Carefree awning contest coming up on this week's episode of Rollin On TV. Rollin On TV is sponsored by Carefree of Colorado, celebrating over 45 years of RV awning innovation. Closed captioning, where available, is sponsored by Forest River. Begin the journey.
Hi, I'm Michelle Fontaine of Two Gals in a Boston Brood in Myrtle Beach at the Lakewood Campground, and this is on assignment for Rollin On TV. I'm here with Mr. Perry.
Don Perry. I'm the oldest member of the family, and Lakewood is owned and operated by the family.
And Lakewood Campground started in
1959. We are actually the pioneers of camping as you know it pretty much anywhere. We started in 59. Here we started in Beechwood, which is down the street a little bit. The state park had a large overflow, and they wanted us to build some sites, and so we put in 80 sites.
80.
And they filled up the first day. And then we added more sites, and then that same year we purchased this land.
So when your father
Yes.
started this, you were 19 years old.
Yes, I was the ditch digger and laid the plumbing and what have you.
You have many different types of rentals here besides
We do. Thing from campers to RVs to villas, and I think there's about a little over 600 of those.
And you store RVs.
And we store RVs. If you have one and you live in Boston and you wanted to fly down, and you can fly down and call us before you come. Your camper will be sitting on your site and all set up and ready to go when you get here. So it makes it very nice, very convenient.
We also looked at your annual rates, and we were talking to one of your ladies up there, and they seem very reasonable for a year-round, really, accommodations.
Well, it is. It's basically, if you had a home
on the
here,
ocean,
your taxes would be about what you pay
right.
For this, and then we still have to pay the taxes on the land. But
so going back to when you were 19 years old, and your dad said to you, Donald, we're going to build this campground.
Actually, it was a little bit different.
Okay.
When the state park overflowing,
Yes.
I sold the Grit newspaper, and I suggested to him that we build a campground.
Oh.
And it turned out very good. And then he bought this property here. It was, I think, this what you see going out of the entrance here. And it was about 500 feet wide and went all the way through to the ocean. We since bought the additional land from Mr. Lewis, and then we lease a portion of our camping resort from the city of Myrtle Beach. Let me tell you, most of the people, we average about 250 people on our staff. And Melissa has been here. I tease her and say she's been here since dirt. Most of them have been here from anywhere from 47 years to well, until recent. But we have quite a few that have still been here over 40 years. Yeah.
I bet you have renters that have come back about that much too.
We have people that have come here from the very beginning. There's about 3 generations that have met here and got married and had children, and their children have met somebody here. A camper is a family where the dad enjoys being with mom and the children. And that says a lot about a camper.
Okay.
And I can remember my dad out there on an old 8N tractor, 8N Ford tractor, bush hogging pine trees, clearing it out to where we could
Do you
get
remember
started.
how much you paid for that land that went all the way to the ocean? That's what I meant by testing your memory. That's going way back. 1959.
Well,
Oh.
it was a high price at the time, and I don't remember exactly. It was about 60-some thousand whenever we bought it.
Smartest investment you ever made.
Right. Well,
Well, that and marrying
the
your wife.
electric now will run over 100,000 a month. But it's changed. It has changed.
Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you.
Yes.
What have you seen as trends in camping over all these years?
Well, campers want to be, some of them want shade and they want grass, and some of them want open sunshine, and some of them want to be right on the ocean. So a lot of them will, the new trend is pull-throughs. And we have a few pull-throughs, but we don't have a lot of pull-throughs. And they still come and camp with us anyhow. But if I was building a new one, it would have almost all.
So the rigs, of course, over the years have gotten bigger.
Much bigger. They'll have 2 or 3 air conditioners. They will have washing machines, 2 or 3 TVs. That's why the electric bill is so much more now than it used to be, because well, their comfort level. When we started, it was mostly little zipper campers and tents, and you didn't have any water or electricity. Ours did. That's what made us unique. We were the only ones with electric and water at that time. And the other campgrounds evolved after we started. And it was just, it was great to watch them, because it's so many people from all over the United States that like to still come and camp and be with their family. And it's historical. And this is some of our last land on our continental United States. Not just our campground, but the campgrounds at Myrtle Beach. It's some of the last available on a major highway that doesn't have high rises and all tied up to where you have to hold the children's hand everywhere you walk. Now you can let the children run and play and ride on the bicycles and ride on the golf carts, and of course they have to be 16 or
On
and have a
golf
driver's
carts,
license
yes.
to be able to drive.
Aquacam toss-ins. So fast and easy to use, it could seem like a game. Someone once said, the camping doesn't really start until the RV awning comes out. Whoever said that really knew what they were talking about. Carefree of Colorado, celebrating 45 years of RV awning innovation. For more information, visit our website at carefreeofcolorado.com. How would you like to spend this year's RV camping season under a new Carefree of Colorado power awning? Well, you can. Together with our partners over at Carefree, we're giving away a new 2019 model Carefree power awning designed to fit your RV. And this includes free installation. To enter our contest is simple. Just visit our website at rollinontv.com and click on the Carefree contest link, where you'll find all the entry information and rules. The contest starts January 20th and runs through March 22nd, 2019. Why wait? Enter now so you can be spending this year's RV season under your new Carefree of Colorado awning.
If Hurricane Florence had hit you directly,
Well, we would be having the same conversation in a tore up campground. I've been through two. Hazel and Hugo. And Hugo hit between here and Charleston. And it tore us up. We had about 250 piled up on the front. 4 feet of sand through the campground.
oh,
But you get busy and you rebuild. And as soon as you open the doors, they're back
yeah,
camping again.
yeah.
They like that beach. They like to walk on it and pick up shells and just enjoy the sunshine. And they enjoy that.
What would you say are the 3 proudest things about this campground that make you proud?
The camping resort itself. And I'm so glad that Dad picked up on this idea, developed it, and it was his idea of how he wanted to do it as we progress from there on. But it's family. That's another thing I'm very proud of. It keeps family together. And then the development, the creation of new technology. We have some of the most advanced technology that you can get now in our camping resort. You can go buy some beef jerky at the store today, and next year I can look at it and I can tell you who bought it and when they bought it. If you're at the beach and you've got a bracelet and you want your children come up and say, "Mom, my bracelet is empty," you can get on your telephone and you can load it back up for them, or don't load it back up for them. You say you've had enough. Our registration now, you can pre-register before you get here. So you can pull up outside and just, they've already got it arranged, and you can pick up your packet there, and you don't even have to come in if you don't want to. The bathhouses that we have, a lot of the new camping resorts don't even build bathhouses because your campers and the big rigs have all their facilities with them. We still have ours, and we will maintain them and keep the camping resorts there. Our laundry system, our trading post that we have, we just updated it. We spent nearly $1 million on just updating that trading post. And our water slide and parks and playgrounds, and the kiddie park where they can have a little place to play and enjoy the coffee house. That was my sister Shan's idea.
Oh.
And it just really gives a nice place that you can go have a cup of coffee, do the internet.
Everything is here.
And you don't have to leave us if
You don't have to leave if you don't want to.
That's right. The people tend to come back to Lakewood.
Well, especially where kids meet other kids. They come back, they're reunited, they have the instant friends. They can just go off and do and enjoy themselves, and Mom and Dad don't have to watch them like we normally do.
They can't wait to get back to Lakewood and to visit with their friends, that they're Johnny, Sue, or whatever. They're going to be here, Dad. We have to go back to Lakewood.
Yeah,
and I want to try a different place. Well, no, we're going back to Lakewood. It's good that they meet each other like that.
It is so true.
We're proud to be on the ocean. People, it's just a unique privilege. You find out that you don't own anything in life. You're just a steward.
We're borrowing it.
You're either a good steward or a bad steward. And we try to be a good steward of this land. Things are changing around us so fast that children won't be able to come on the ocean and have a relaxed vacation with their camper. It'll have to be inland. And then Lakewood, I hope, will be here for many, many years after I'm dead and gone, and that our family will still be a part of it. And that we are blessed to be a part of Lakewood Camping Resort right now. Our campground ministry was started here. My sister Barbara runs that ministry now. and Dean Forrest and his family are the pastors. And people will hear the services on Sunday, and some of them will be laying out on the beach, but they will hear the service.
Oh.
Sure, because it's open air, and we have speakers.
Oh.
So they're going to hear the singing. They're going to hear the preaching.
Oh.
Some of them will take it in. Some of them, it will just hit a spot, and they'll think about it, and they'll come up and talk to the preacher. And sometimes, some people, well, they'll just pass by. We have our own water system.
Oh.
And they're about 649 feet deep, each one of the wells. And we have 3 of them. And so we're self-sufficient with that. We have city sewer, and we can also tie on to the city, or the city can tie on to us should they need it. Should the hurricane bring too much salt water up in the rivers where they're getting their water from, then they can tie on to us. And they have some of their own wells as well.
Good planning.
So it's
Good planning.
It worked out that way.
Well,
I don't know about the planning.
thank you so much for your time, Mr. Perry.
Well, thank you. It's been such a pleasure to meet you.
It has been a pleasure, it really has.
It really has.
So, Michelle Fontaine on assignment, Rollin On TV at Lakewood Campground in Myrtle Beach.
And y'all come see us.
At Forest River, we not only build great RVs, we build award-winning RVs. Check out our complete product line at forestriverinc.com. Forest River. Begin the journey. At Norcol, we realize that some of your favorite RV destinations are off the grid. And Norcol refrigerators are uniquely designed with that RV experience in mind. We call it Freedom Unplugged. To learn more about our Norcol RV refrigerator line or to find a dealer near you, visit our website at norcol.com.
Setting up camp can be great fun. You unhitch your trailer, pull your tow rig away, start setting up all your hardware, your tools, and so on, but there's usually something left that you may have to deal with and store somewhere. For example, you may have a pair of these guys, your weight distributing hitch spring bars, and this guy, the weight distributing hitch head. If you don't want to have it hanging out the back of your truck where you're liable to run into it with your shins, you got to do something with it. Well, you can toss it into a storage compartment in the trailer or roll it around the back of your truck. But there's another solution that may just be the best idea yet for what to do with this hardware when you're using your travel trailer. The new Easy Store Hitch is a device made to bolt to your trailer's A-frame area, and it gives you a place to store both your spring bars and your hitch head. Let's take a look at how it works. The Easy Store features a durable powder-coated finish and an adjustment bolt that lets you change the unit's mounting angle for hardware clearance. Place the unit on the A-frame and choose a proper spot for it. The hitch base has numerous bolt holes so you can widely adjust its mounting position. You need to plan a spot where the spring bar ends and the Easy Store body won't contact any propane lines or wires. 4 long bolts and lower attachment brackets secure the device to the trailer A-frame. Install and tighten the bolts, and that completes the installation. The Easy Store may not easily fit trailers with dual batteries or close clearances. This trailer has room, but the weight distributing hitch chain hanger interferes with the mounting plate. The base is large enough to drill new bolt holes and cut off the excess plate material for clearance. A qualified fabrication shop can handle this with ease. Slide the spring bars into place Then mount the hitch head and secure it with your preferred hitch pin lock. The spring bar chains can be routed around a frame member and padlocked together for extra security. The Easy Store Hitch is a solid, simple solution to the question of where to store your hitch and spring bars when not in use. To learn more about it, log on to our website at rollinontv.com.
Wow, am I glad I used Aquachem. Maybe chili wasn't the best idea.
Aquachem, the most powerful odor control available and the #1 seller for over 50 years.
When your RV is exposed to elements for extended periods of time, the exterior starts to show signs of wear. The sun takes its toll on RVs. The paint starts to fade and products made of rubber and vinyl dry out, crack, and start to deteriorate. If you neglect it for too long, it starts looking like our project trailer. When it reaches this point, it's too late to do preventive maintenance, so today we're going to replace some of the plastic components on the RV that are beyond saving. Let's get started. The roof and all of the roof vents on our project trailer were replaced 2 years ago, so that saves some time and money. I started inspecting all of the plastic components on the exterior of the RV. As you can see, the damage is pretty significant. Most of the damage was caused by the sun, and the lack of maintenance contributed to the current condition. Other damage was accidental, like this electric power cord hatch door that got crushed by the slide out more than once. After a thorough inspection, we purchased our replacement parts. It's going to take a while to replace all these parts, so we better get started. The first step is to remove the old damaged part and clean the surrounding area. I use tools like these plastic scrapers to remove old butyl and putty tape or foam gaskets. Clean the area using a cleaner compatible with the surface you are working on, and as a final prep, you can use denatured alcohol on a clean rag. The next step is to install the supplied gasket or use butyl tape on the back of the new component you are replacing. I prefer to use butyl tape. It doesn't dry out like putty tape does. Make sure the tape covers the holes, and it might be necessary to use a double thickness of tape on uneven surfaces like this corrugated aluminum. If the old screws are rusty or have stripped heads, replace the screws with stainless steel screws. When you reinstall the component, tighten the screws until the butyl tape oozes out around the edges, but do not over-tighten the screws. Now trim the butyl tape from around the edges. Around windows and other openings cut in the RV sidewall, it's a good idea to run a bead of caulk on top and slightly past the corners. This will allow water to run off, avoiding the chance of future leaks. Make sure the caulking is compatible with the surfaces you are sealing. Replacing old and damaged plastic components on the exterior of your RV is a pretty simple job. If you replace items like this city water connector or fresh water fill, check it for leaks prior to completing the installation. The last thing you want is a small water leak inside the RV's wall that you're not aware of. Add this job to your list of RV spring checks and the RV will be one step closer to another fun-filled camping season. Happy camping.
We hope you enjoyed this week's show. And for more information on anything you saw on the show, along with additional videos, stories, and RV news, visit our website at rollinontv.com. You can also find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Vimeo. As usual, this has been another fun production.